What's up guys, Jason McMurray here. Doing a quick install of these slick Itek Industries rail braces on my Khaos. They're pretty sweet. I went ahead and did one side already just to go through it myself, make sure I knew what I was doing before I record it for you guys. But this side went really easy and pretty impressed so far. These are black, so you may not be able to see them, but here's the brace, here's the lower one, here's the back one. Pretty slick, so yeah, just gonna do a quick install video, how to put them on. So here's some stuff you're gonna need. 3/16 drill bit, 1/4 inch drill bit, T40 Torx, T50 Torx. What are these? A 10, 5/32, and a 1/8 Allen. 3/8 socket, 7/16 socket, and 15 millimeter. 3/8 wrench, a couple ratchets, torch, because there's one Torx bolt that has some blue Loctite, you'll have to heat that up. Drill, some blue Loctite to replace on that Torx bolt. And your braces. Okay, let's get started, see how it goes. Okay, so I've got the sled tipped up on the side that I'm going to be working on here. I've already got the new long supplied bolt that comes with your rail brace kit because I already did the other side, so it's already installed. Otherwise, you just pull your nut off, pull your scratchers off. You have to apply some heat to this Torx bolt for this cross shaft. It's blue Loctited in, just a little bit of heat and it'll come right out. So just leave that bolt out, leave your scratchers off, and then I'll show you how to get the braces set in place. So we'll get that stuff pulled off first. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, now that I have all the bolts out that I need out, I'm just gonna give it a quick cleaning, just using a little bit of WD-40. Just to clean things up nice. It'll look much better, and then there won't be any debris between the rails and the braces. There goes my bolt for my scratcher that I do need. Just give that a quick cleaning. Make sure there's no big chunks of dirt or anything in behind there. Grab this bolt there. That's just for my scratcher. Maybe it won't stay in. Okay, so then we'll come over, grab our rail braces, and just kind of set them in place. So it's pretty obvious. It doesn't seem to matter which side they go on. But it does matter. Once you have one side on, obviously, it can only go one way. Okay, fits right over that. Suspension bolt. This rear one. Okay, line up the holes here. You can see this hole lines up. There's already some existing holes that we're going to reuse. And then there's going to be a few holes that we're going to need to drill, and I'll show you those ones. Here's the last one, and this is the only one that really you got to kind of think about for a second. Sit it in place. See, the holes are a little bit off center, and so it matters. If you flip it upside down, the holes won't line up. So you should have 2 holes line up on this one. And there they are, okay. So after I do that, I like to put this nut in place just to help hold that down, as well as this Torx bolt for this cross shaft. Kind of holds those two in place because we got some holes to drill. Now the holes that are already in the rail, they they come from the factory like that. They're for extra bogey wheels for like the SKS. They have a mount that goes there, so that's why those holes are there. So the bolts that are supplied are the right size, but because they painted these from the factory, you'll have to just to say run our 1/4" drill bit through there just to clean the paint off. Then your bigger bolts will slide right in the existing holes. As for the smaller holes, smaller bolts, we're gonna use the 3/16 bit, and we're gonna go to all these little holes and run it through. It's super easy, nice and quick because it's aluminum, and do all those holes, and that'll be where our smaller bolts go. It's all nice stainless hardware here, so it's pretty sweet. Comes with this paste here. It's like a never seize, anti-seize especially for stainless bolts. So we'll put a little dab of that on as we go. So I'll show you what I'm doing next here. Okay, so in the time lapse, all I did was put our Torx bolt in the cross shaft, a little bit of blue Loctite on there, and I put our scratcher back on, as well as our nut for our suspension arm. Another thing I also did was took my bigger drill bit just to say clean the paint out of those holes for our 4 stainless bolts. There'll be some a little bit bigger size ones compared to the other ones, and they're just gonna slide right in place in those holes. There's a little bit of forgiveness, so you can play with them a bit to get them in the exact spot that you need. So 4 bigger bolts, put some of the never seize on it, throw the lock nuts on the back, and tighten them down. Okay, so now that I got the 4 larger stainless bolts in the existing holes and tightened down, I have some holes to drill. Got 2, 4, 6, 7, 10 holes to drill, and that's what we're using the 3/16 bit for. And we'll just zip through all 10 of those, and I'll just do a time lapse of that. And again, once again, we'll put our small stainless hardware, a little bit of never seize on there, into the hole, and snug them down. Now remember, this is small hardware, so you don't have to crank it down. It doesn't have to be screaming tight. They have lock nuts, so good and snug. Generally, I like to say right before you strip it, that slot's tight. Okay, let's get on to the time lapse. Okay, so there you have it. Got the Itek Industries rail brace kit installed. It's no big deal, it's pretty simple install. Couple holes to drill, couple bolts to bolt. But everything fit together really nice, so it was really simple. Couple things I need to point out. First off, I threw everything on the scale before I started, all the braces and all the hardware. Came in at 1,500 grams, which is a little over 3 pounds, 3.3 pounds actually. So no big deal, adds a little bit of weight, but it's all in your skid, it's nice and low. and it adds a lot of bracing, so no worries there. Second thing I need to point out, yes, this is a 2020 Khaos 850 Khaos 155. These are RMK rails, 155 RMK rails. Don't worry, they'll fit both. These RMK braces that they have on their website will also fit the Khaos rails. I tried it, everything lines up perfectly. The only real difference is in the rail tip at the front, which there is no bracing up there required. So from the brace back, it's basic RMK rail, Khaos rail, doesn't matter, fits both. Cool. Itek Industries, go check them out. Thanks for watching, guys.